Welcome everyone to our webinar and thank you for joining today. My name is Vygintas Irašūnas and I'm working for the company Unisolar Baltic in Lithuania as regional manager. I'm glad to have such a strong group of participants for this webinar. And I hope I'm sharing my screen. And you see the slides. I'll check again. Okay, I hope everything is all right. And we can continue. So, as renewables energy continues to take a growing share in electricity generation, energy storage is not longer just an option, it's a necessity. Efficient storage helps unlock the full potential of renewables, especially when it comes to stability, reliability, and cost optimization. Today, as focus is on battery energy storage systems, or we call BESS, we will explore how these systems can optimize energy consumption and reduce electricity costs. Especially, we will speak for business and industrial operation. Wherever you are just starting to explore BESS or looking to expand your knowledge, we hope today's session will give you a clear practical insights. Let's go started. As the market talks more and more about energy storage, we are developing real solutions to help optimize energy consumption and balance grid loads. Today, we would like to share our experience on why energy storage systems should be installed and why you can get from this. Now, I would like to introduce our partner and today's speaker, Dr. Shil-Shi Lei. We call Tom as a friend, senior technical expert, pre-sales product manager of Fox AES. Today, I would like to speak a little bit about ourselves and who we are and why Unisolar. We are Unisolar company, a leading company with over 15 years of experience in turnkey solar power plant projects in Ukraine and Eastern Europe. We are proud that over 300 megawatts of capacity have been commissioned thanks to our expertise and partnership with world-leading manufacturers. Fox is a global leader in inverters and energy storage systems development. We are excited to present the cutting edge of technologies. So, Tom, can you share your slide? I will stop share my slides.
Okay, sure. Okay. So first, let me
Tom,
introduce
excuse me, can you make a full screen? Yeah, thank you.
It's full screen. Yeah, let me introduce myself first. I'm Tom from Fox AES. I've been working in Fox for 3 years and as pre-sale managers and technical solution managers. So Fox AES was founded in 2019. So we are about 6 years old company, and we are manufacturers of inverters, solar batteries, EV chargers, and heat pumps. Our production facility is in Wenzhou, over 110,000 square meters. We have 4 R&D sites in Wenzhou, Wuxi, Shanghai, and Wuhan. We have the local support and sales more than 20 countries. And our parent company is Qingsan Groups, a Fortune 500 companies. And our parents is #1 in nickel productions, stainless steel productions, and #4 in lithium ore. So as you can see, we have a full production stream from upstream to downstream, from raw materials of lithium, stainless steel to final products of battery and inverters. Right now, Fox ES has 12 gigawatt production capacity, and we are expanding the second phase of our 50 gigawatt new factory under development. Right now, we have across globals, our office branch, we have one in UK, in Netherlands, in US, France, Italy, Germany, Poland, Australia, South Africa, and Korea. And we have been working with a big installer partner across Europe. So as you can see, the data from EUPD research, 1,5 NPOL energy concept Dutch, energy rhythms, Ottawa, Zola, they are all using Fox ES product as their main products. Some of them are using ODMs by us, some are OEM product by Fox. In Italy, we partner with Enel X and A2A. So Enel X is a utility grid company, and they are #1 in Italy. In UK, we work with a lot of installer, and we have #1 market share in UK, over 30%. In Poland, we also top 3. We're working with Poland Energies, Ottawa, Water, and for the Germany, we are working with 1,5 NPOL. They install over 20,000 a year. So for all this company. And these are our product portfolio. So we have a PV inverter, grid tie, and from very small 600 watt up to 136 kilowatt. And for hybrid system, we have balcony battery from 0.8 kilowatt inverter with 2.1 kilowatt hour up to 100 kilowatt battery and 215 kilowatt hours battery. We also have a big container products for 2.5 megawatt hours and 5 megawatt hours product coming up. And for EV chargers, we have small series of hours 7 to 11 kilowatt single 3-phase EV chargers to 22 kilowatt, and we also have dual chargers, C series, and our smart locker AI link. So today, our main focusing will be on the C&I products, commercial and industrial. So I will start with the C&I PV inverters. So we have different size to cover from 30 kilowatt up to 136 kilowatt. And we can build it in parallel with our AI link. It includes the features like AFCI, PID recovery, SVGs, PV string monitorings, and so on. So for V series, we have 3 to 6 MPPT, and each MPPT can do parallel. We have a smart air cooling adjust based on the power and high efficiency. We can do 200% PV oversizings and IMAX of 40 amps. So each string can do 20 amps. And short circuit is 50 amps. Startup voltage is 250. Max AC output is 1.1 times. And we have the features like integrated SPD, type 2 for AC and DC. We also have AFCI functions built in. We also have PID recovery for P-type. We have Q9 and support the SVG static generators. And for R series, it's pretty much similar to V, but at higher power class. So from 75 to 136 kVA, we have 9 MPPT for 75 and 100, and 10 MPPT for over 100 kilowatt. We can do the same 200% PV oversizings, IMAX 40 amps, iShort circuit 50 amps, and start up 250 volt SPD type 2 on both AC and DC side. We have the AFCI functions and PID recovery for P-type. And for the CNI energy storage system, so we have the all-in-one system with integrated battery and EMS, BMS all together. And we have the built-in peak shaving, load shadings, and PV storage energy control to meet all the frequency regulations. So you don't need any external EMS unless you want to do dynamic tariff, or you want to do for FAR, frequency control market. So Gmax is AC output of 100 kVA, and the battery pack is 215 kilowatt hours. It's using the LFP battery with 8,000 cycle, 100% DOD 1C charge. And it can scale up to 10 pieces with our integrated EMS. But if you use external EMS, then you can expand to maybe 20, 30 system based on the capacity of that EMS. So we can do 10 EMS. We support up to 1 megawatt system and 2.15 megawatt hours battery. Inside, it has 4 battery packs. 4 battery packs. Each pack is 60 cells, 53.76 kilowatt hours per pack. We use 280 mAh cells. The weight is 390 kilo IP67, and we have 32 temperature sensor and voltage sensor for each pack. And inside is liquid cooling, and it has the aerosol fire extinguisher device. It has the off-grid capability, black start capable, and it has a built-in peak shavings, load balancings, self-consumptions, and so on. So if you look at our system design, we have emergency stop, and we also have IP66 for the pressure release valve. In case of thermal runaway, we also have the explosion pressure release valve. And it supports the parallel connections up to 10 units with our built-in EMS. And these component level, we have battery packs, we have a pressure release valve, we have high resistance cabinet, we have fire alarms that support the input-output port that can be connected to the external alarm. And we also have the liquid tube, cooling tube. We have air filterings, we have PCS, liquid cooling system, our EMS, and our APU system. We have 2 controller options. So the first controller option is via the EMS. We have the built-in EMS. So all our Gmax does come with EMS with response time around 1 second. It has several features include for parallel multiple inverter Gmax, and also including the peak shaving, load shadings, and so on. The second option is via the EMU. So with EMU is you have the PCS plus the control board connect directly to EMS. So you bypass our built-in EMS and control directly. In this case, you can do at faster rate. so less than 200 milliseconds. This is critical for the FCR control market. For EMU options, there are trade-offs for the higher speed. Is that with external EMS, when you're connecting in parallel, you need to control individually of each Gmax. So it increases complexity of your EMS control. More cable wirings, but you get a faster control rate. And for fire protection system, because everyone concerned when it's come to big battery pack is the safety. So we have, in case of fire by the cell thermal runaway or fire by the electronic short circuit, we have the level one control, which is the pack level BMS plus the fire detections. Then the second level is the cabinet level smoke detections that will provide the digital signal to light and sound warning. And the third one is the cabinet level temperature protections that will go into the cabinet level fire extinguishers and feedback into the EMS. And if you want to have the external system, we also provide the input-output port directly from our fire alarms. In that case, it can signal directly to fire departments or your fire building system. And for the BMS control, we have the internal resistance predictions algorithms. We also have our improve the SOX precisions by doing the SOC active balancings, SOH, SOE, and SOP. So we have our active controlling balance system in the BMS. And we also have balancing algorithm to prevent incorrect calculations and to have very accurate in predictions of our battery life cycle. And in terms of the system diagrams, so with the utility grid, if you have a high voltage utility grid, you need transformers to step up from our AC output of 380 volt. And then you can parallel Gmax with the cat cable for the EMS signal. And we have 2 meters, one for export limit meters, another one is for cost meters. And in case if you want to have another on-grid inverter, it can be any on-grid inverter, or it can be Fox PV inverters of RG2. In that case, you can link with AI links to do more clever stuff. And these are our monitoring platforms where you can see the full system monitorings, and you can do the remote control as well as the fault recording. You can monitor battery into the battery cabinet level, into the pack level, and then into the cell level. So you can monitor really deep downs. As I mentioned before, each pack contains 60 cells, and we have 32 temperature measurements. And we have the built-in EMS energy management system, which can do the peak shaving, load balancing, emergency backup control, and it supports the scheduling flexible times. So if you have external EMS, you can provide the second level of the peak shaving. So imagine if your main external EMS lost signals or doesn't have the internet connections, our built-in EMF will step up and control the system in that case. So we support dual EMS control. It also has the commercial features like real-time revenue calculations, usage rate calculations, and energy throughput. And we have exceptional service team, and we invest heavily in our customer service. We have a headquarters in Germany, Wiesbaden. We have over 20 support sales support not sales support, sorry, the service support in German office that can speak multiple language, Chinese, English, German, Spain, Italian, Romanians, Japanese in our office. We have 6 service guy in Italy office, 8 in our UK office, 2 in the Spanish, 1 in the Dutch office. And here are some of the photos of our CNI installations. We have GMAX, we have S3 Pro in parallel, we have for the wind turbines, we also have for the EV chargers, and we have for the factories, big R system, and we also have, GMAX. These are some of our photo of our parents company, Qingsan Groups. These are our business school in Wenzhou, and these are our mines, production mines, lithiums, and these also are our minings in Indonesia. So you can see the whole area is for our Qingsan parent company. We have our own port to export the raw materials to China, and we have our own airport in Indonesia. This also our mine, cobalt mines, joint ventures, and these are our Argentina lithium mines, and these are our US. We are planning to have assembly production in Pittsburgh, USA, and also have the assembly lines in Indonesia due to the tax issues. So we planning to have a local, not local. So we planning to have external apart from China as our production assembly line. And these are also our Qingsan Chrome mine in Zimbabwe. And these are our productions in India for the stainless steel. These are our battery cells company in Wenzhou's IPT. So Qingsan's own solar company, battery cells company called IBT and Batrotech. And for inverters and battery company is Fox. And these are our R&D center in Shanghai. And these are our factory headquarters in Wenzhou. Yeah. And we participate in worldwide exhibitions. So you probably might see us in one of them in France, Germany, Turkey, South Africa, Brazil, Netherlands. Yeah, we often participate in all the exhibitions. Yeah, I think that's it from the Fox introductions. So I will hand over back to you.
Thank you, Tom, for the nice presentation. Okay, I'm going back to my slides. And we come back to the objectives of a webinar. Technology is very important, and you got a nice introduction and solutions what is doing Fox. But I too also would like to go to other objectives. That means we're going to talk about investments, which showing the new opportunities for profitable energy investments. And also we are going to speak about market, uncover the potential of energy market and ways to earn income from the battery energy saving systems. So, what energy market has Lithuania? What challenges and opportunities you would meet? The Lithuanian energy market as a part of the unfiled Baltic and Nordic market through the Nord Pool is undergoing significant transformation. Integration into a European power system will grow of renewable energy sources and drive for energy independence are creating new challenges and opportunities. Nord Pool prices volatility. Electricity prices on the Nord Pool exchange fluctuate greatly between a day, week, and year due to the regional demand of supply, weather conditions for renewable energy sources, and market dynamic. System balancing needs. With the increased share of intermittent renewable energy sources generation, for example, solar or wind, there is a greater need for real-time grid balancing. Lithuania is transmission system operating. Litgrid is actively developing with the ancillary services market to maintain stability. Also, we are going to speak about demand for flexible capacity. Integrating renewable energy sources and ensuring grid reliability require fast, flexible solutions for frequency and active power control to a growing market. Business impact, price volatility, and the need for the imbalance management create risk for consumers and producers, but also open new income stream through the active participation in market segments. Continue on battery energy systems is a tool to profit across all energy market segments. BESS allow active participation in different market segments, turning challenges into opportunities. Okay, let's pick a price arbitrage. Principle, buy electricity from the grid or own generation during low price period, for example, night or peak solar, and sell during the high price period. High price period in Lithuania, I will say it is the morning or evening from 4 o'clock to the 7 o'clock in the evening. Financial benefit, direct margin from price difference, optimized energy costs for internal use. Ancillary services, FRR energy. Principle, provide automated frequency restoration services. Battery energy saving systems instantly react to frequency deviations by injection or absorbing energy, stabilizing the grid. Financial benefit is stable, consistent income from the fast response. Also, I would like to speak about renewable energy sources balancing. My principle is for the renewable energy sources producers, such as solar or wind, BESS smooth out generation peaks and dips caused by weather. Surplus is stored and storage is uncovered by storage. Financial benefit from it, reduced imbalance penalties, which can be insignificant, increased PV efficiency, or optimized power delivery schedules. So we had presentation from Tom, more about the inverters and about BESS systems for the private houses. And I would like to skip it because Tom made presentation more for our business sector. That's mean for the small and medium companies. And now I am continue about how to maximize ROI with the BESS and strategies by Unisolar. Drawing on a year of experience, Unisolar offers comprehensive BESS integration strategies to maximize investment returns. Accessing to the impact. Okay, custom calculations. We analyze how consumption profile PV generation, if applicable, potential market revenue, and energy costs. Also, we are making scenario modeling. Using specialized software, we stimulate BESS operation scenarios and forecast financial outcomes. Comprehensive approach, we account for direct income, peak load savings, imbalance penalty reduction, and factors like energy independence and resilience. Also, we make optimal investment models. Own investment, we help access payback and ROI. Also, we help, if it needs, we support companies or advise on best project funding and collaborate with renewable energy accredited banks. Also, we can support on energy service contracts. Projects can be implemented without capital investment from the client. They can be made from their own savings. Shortly about typical strategies by project size. We are divided small and medium business, industrial size, smalls, and the strategy for this business, peak shaving for tariff optimization, and we can get result, major savings on electricity, improved supply stability. For the large PV or wind farms, the strategy is participate in ancillary services, or how we call FRR, smooth generation, reduce imbalance penalties. Result which we can achieve is new income sources, better predictability, and renewable energy sources reliability. Investors without green generation assets, strategy is active arbitrage and ancillary service provision, and result which we can achieve high return investment in flexible energy assets. What you can take away? Battery energy storage system is not just batteries, it's a full solution for energy independence and profitability. The electricity market opens up new income opportunities with the battery energy storage systems. Fox ES offer reliable, smart, and scalable technologies. Unisolar is your trusted partner for BESS projects with maximum ROI. And I just would like to repeat, why Unisolar? We will power every stage of your ESS project journey. On the pre-sale stage, feasibility study, system sizing, ROI estimation, technical proposal, best configuration advice, grid and compliance check. Execution stage, detailed design, wiring diagrams, full technical documentation, certified installer training, material delivery planning. On commissioning stage, on-site or remote startup support, installation compliance check, initial testing, system validation, and user handover training. After sales, we provide technical hotline, remote monitoring and alerts, preventive maintenance and updates, performance audit and recycling plan. And the last slide is how to contact us. I think it's easy. You just can scan and easy connect to us. That's it for my and Tom's presentation. I think now we have time for questions.
Do you have any questions here?
Not yet. I'm just waiting. Yeah, we have first question. How soon can companies see a real economic benefit after implementing a BESS solution? It's really difficult to say right now. Maybe I will answer and maybe Tom will add something. But it's really, it's good question and a very important question, but it's really difficult to answer because we have to know everything about the company's business, and we have to make the real calculation for it. So, but usually I think payback period we calculate from 6 to 8 years, and that's mean if company is going to use for their own purposes, that means the real effect can be every day. It depends on, as I already told, on the business, because if you just have a solar plant and you don't use all electricity during the day and you need some electricity during the night, so you can use this electricity from a BESS. Tom, you can add something to this question to answer.
Yes, I mean, I have a lot of experience in the VPP projects in Germany, in Europe. What I found is the payback periods can be varied. Usually, if you use a system as a normal usage for providing the load, then you may aiming for 8 years or even 6 to 8 years, depending on how many cycles you use per day. But right now, many grid company, they also provide the variable tariff, or we call dynamic tariff. In that case, you can also add more, optimize the system, but on this day ahead pricings. And even with Fox, we work with Epic Spot that provide the Europeans dynamic price, so you can know 1 day ahead of pricings. And on top of that, if you do also arbitrage, so if you have the third-party EMS that can support the frequency market or the power voltage current market, then you are aiming to have more saving on top of that, because they will do the tradings and provide the money back to you, but you have to pay for the subscription fees, for example. In that case, you may lower the payback period down to maybe 4 or 5 years, depends how you use the system, because more and more products, EMS that are out on the market that support all these type of features. Yeah, I think it can get lower, but again, the price, the electricity price vary a lot. So imagine 2 years ago when we have the war, price is very high at that moment, the payback period will be shorter. Now it become more stable, then the price go down, so you expect payback period difference. And now you even have negative pricings, for example.
Yeah.
In a lot of country, you have the negative pricings where you can get charged for free and you can get money if that grid provider support the price, will pay you money to balancing the grid. So on top of that, there are several, factors that will impact the payback period. But in general, the system to be 6 to 8 without any features. But then when you add the features on top, you are aiming at lower.
Yeah. So I have one more question, and I think is related to you, Tom. The question is, does Fox have any implemented projects in Eastern Europe? Which ones would you consider the most representative?
In Eastern Europe, I'm not quite sure, to be honest, on Eastern Europe.
Okay, maybe in the Europe you have some projects already.
Yeah, in projects, because as I shown earlier that we work with 1,5 and NPOL. They are residentials, but using residential as a VPP projects, because imagine they have 15 kilowatt hours battery pack, but they have over 20,000 installations per year. So you will have 300 thousands kilowatt hour system, which is a big, small size VPP, virtual power plant, and they control the system to ask the participants to participate in the programs, and they will pay the money to customer, and then they will also use the customer. They got the permission to use the customer to do the VPP, to sell the electricity on the 15 minutes interval market price. So as you know, VPP, they have different market interval, and we participate with a lot of VPP projects in Europe, and also in our Netherlands, we have a few projects that doing with the GMAX, where they have a local EMS. They have over 10 local EMS brand that doing the energy trading arbitrage. So we also support. So our GMAX support this. We do the compatible, and they can control our system. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Tom. One more question. I see how does Unisolar support businesses in connecting a BESS system? I already spoke on my slides, and I would like to repeat, but as I mentioned, we have 4 stages: on the sales stage, execution stage, commissioning, and after sales, and in which every stage we just doing a right job. So I don't would like to repeat. It will be like reading my slide again. But what I would like to say, if it's no questions, just I would like to say that we are ready to provide personal consultations to everyone, or just make your own project-specific analysis, and you just contact directly to us, and we will do everything from what is possible from our side. If we don't have no more questions, I think just would like to thank you all participants of webinar. Thank you, Thomas, for a nice presentation, and see you in next our webinars. Thank you, everybody, and goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.